we're going to be doing
you need to
Naxxramas,
get
a
here
fresh
before
Nax.
the
All the
first boss,
bosses
though.
are up. I went to an
Listen,
awesome
AI
show
moves,
last night, and I am wearing a Static X t-shirt. That's right, because I saw Static X last night, which was really cool. You should ask me about it because it was really interesting. So, in honor of Static X, we're gonna listen to some Static X tonight.
Let the tanks get in position.
And we're gonna fucking kill this place.
Okay. Let's do, ooh, I need assist.
I guess you can't even see the Static X there.
Square, Moo on X, and can we get Cryptics on Moon?
It's a weird spot on the t-shirt, I guess.
Look, melee, don't go lose your buffs, don't be near two of these at the same time. Go in, if you're gonna go in, it's the action potion.
Going.
Right.
Bap.
Square needs to go further back. Western. Thank you.
Remember guys, there's gonna be a feral on X, so when you get to it, make sure you apply Sunders.
Any volunteer to loot scraps tonight?
I can do that.
Cool. That sounds great. Yeah, whatever you loot, just nail the soul stone if anybody gets scrapped.
Guys, if you're not flask up. We're trying to fucking kill bosses. We get the most use out of our flask if we possibly at the beginning.
Same targets.
Gonna let him get it.
This shit has not come into the instance.
Sorry.
Alright, save your Faps Western and move. Just go full defensive on this pack to the left here. Incoming. Big heals on Moo and Western.
Thumbs up.
Do I have Tranquil Air?
Talk to Tony.
Heals, guys.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa, what's going on?
Hey, Weston.
Put a shield on Western.
The fuck?
Was it Lambs' target that knocked us up after he died?
No. It's the red.
Plugs, Navarre, and Lambs all died on that pull. Fuck.
Alright. Same thing.
What happens if you're in this wing floods when we start here?
Did that knock up the straight one-shot to me, or what?
Yeah.
It hits hard.
It normally
hit
does.
4K right there.
Oh,
Normally I
Jesus
have
Christ.
enough HP to survive that now. I think I got hit by some other shit as well.
Lance, if you're tanking, shouldn't you be using a Titans instead of Supreme? Or not?
Yeah, he's not good.
Fair enough.
moment apparently.
Oh, the rim.
Like now.
Pick up your targets. Yeah, you can get the big one.
You can see him, he's up. I see him.
Okay, tanks, get ready. Fab here. Let us position before you deeps. Incoming.
Careful about the door, don't
Yeah,
stand.
don't get too close to the door. Okay, can I mark someone else to do this? I'm gonna go summon Bobo Nuke while you guys are doing this.
Yeah.
I'll mark Moon.
Oh, I probably
Stay
didn't
together
need to
on
do
the
that.
You want me
I
to kick
didn't realize I
Bobo?
had that much time on it.
If you're not on star, come to star.
The flag in the background, that is the flag of the Kappa
Stay
Sigma
alive, Kappa.
fraternity.
Everybody stay
That was my
out of
fraternity
range
in
of
college.
these slimes, healers.
Too close to the front.
I only got 3 hits on that? Fuck. Oh, that would have been a good grouping. Oh my god, that would have been great.
Damage.
Oh shit.
Please. Oh, we don't have, I guess, me and Mage and Hufei.
What the fuck? Why? Why is nobody in the instant? Jesus, that's why people are dying. We're down 2 healers and 2 mages.
Bobo Nuke is coming in now.
Alright, let's go through. We can summon them on the other side.
And move your totems.
Yeah, so it's the flag of the Kappa Sigma fraternity. That was my fraternity in college. It's basically an Italian flag with crest in the middle.
I think some of them are getting it too.
Get it?
Oh, do not stand directly in the door.
What's our tank situation on patch 1?
We're gonna do Western and move.
You just doing greed?
Yeah, so 2 off tank. We'll do 5 healers. We got 12, right? So we'll do 5 on Western, 4 on move, 3 on me.
Step away from the door behind us.
This is the smallest man in the world.
Yeah, this show last night was amazing. Like, so Wayne Static died in 2015 or 2014, and suddenly Static X is on tour, and I'm like, what the hell? How is Static X on tour? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, jump across, you don't.
So it turns out that they got some other guy.
Instead of the 150 armor.
They got some other guy to be the front man for this tour. It's really good.
Okay.
Like the guy,
Let's go with.
He's about the same size and build. He's wearing like a wing static looking mask. And he's got all the same mannerisms, like the way he holds his guitar and all that.
Break-in Crusade, if you want to just try and get the unmarked one on the back there as well. Here's timer, everyone participate, we need big...
Sorry, do mages as well.
Yeah, Splug Star. Mutant Mage, you're going to be counterspelling Circle. Feifei's on purple.
Is mutant nature.
It might be. Then we'll do BP on purple. Kipao on unmarked. And I think Feifei on circle.
Sorry, which one is Vey on? Okay.
Alright, Vey, you're on Star.
Got it.
Okay. Here's time.
Just get that Tony.
He's AFK still for a minute.
Totem.
There is no threat.
Oh, we didn't get one. I figured that. Look at that. Okay.
It was really close.
Probably should have sappered there.
Here is... Everyone move up.
Alright, so what
Everyone's
kind of
gotta
crit am I
participate
running with this
in
build?
max mana.
46. I think with
Share
my
that class,
BRE
share
setup, I
apples
was
with
running
war.
quite a bit more.
Maybe side suitable.
Totem. Totem is down.
One of the new people, the ship's still not here. Leopardus, or Don't Mind Me, can you share apples with war?
Yep, give me one moment. I got it.
Okay, Tanks, think you're on.
This is probably my favorite Static X song. This is a really good one.
Let us position. Incoming. Bat.
I used to listen to this shit in middle school.
Self-preservation, melee. I'd say if you don't have a FAP, you should just wait for the first stomp. So scary.
Yeah, you can get stomped and then flee, and it'll take like over 7k damage.
Yeah, if you're not at half. If you're at half health, don't quit. Just don't go.
Alright, yeah, I only have limited invulnerability, but
Doesn't last long enough.
Warrior
Yeah.
DPS, baby.
Move up.
That's what I'm talking
Here's
about.
timer.
That vanilla fury, baby. That's what it's all about. We're gonna sapper on this pack too.
Totem. Totem's down.
Good job targeting totems. Good kills.
Yeah.
Tony.
He's talking to the neighbor or some shit.
You know what I
This
really
fucking
wish I
terrible
had?
timing shit, yeah.
I really
gonna be
wish
hot.
I had more bag space so that I could carry
No,
more
it's like a 50-year-old
consumables.
dude.
Does he have nice
Point stands.
Alright, here's timer. Move up. Everyone precast.
We want a soulstone for patchwork on anyone.
One of the tanks, I got.
No
Pain
totem.
Vulcan, Pain Vulcan.
Anyone in particular?
Just put one on Moo, I guess.
Crew's got move.
Timer's timer. Move up, move up.
Yeah, we've got some pretty good Fury Warriors in this guild. I'm not gonna split hairs about it. We got some good ones.
Don't.
Got him. What times?
No. Not like this.
Can you yell for Tony, or do we just
Yeah,
kill
we
him
got
away
it.
for him?
Put on a battle chicken, baby. Battle chicken.
Put your trinket on.
Put trinkets on while we wait.
Morgan, do you want the way the healers are? Do you want 4 healers, or do you want me to put
Just
additional?
3 on me, 4 on Moo, and 5 on Western. Western will make sure he has got the most health. So that,
Shit.
Well, okay, even with that number you just told me, I can still have additional.
oh, then put 5 on Moo.
Do I do
5,
Supreme
3.
Power and Shadow Oil? Well, I recently switched to dual wield, and what I was saying earlier is I really wish I had
The
more
shed
bag
do
space
not run
because I
fast.
would have done Supreme Power and Chili and
Absolutely
Shadow
do not
Oil
run
and
fast.
a couple other things, but I just really don't have the space for it, which makes it a lot more difficult to do this kind of thing. Yeah, so I haven't actually done that, but I think
Same
that's the
stranger.
recommendation is to do the Shadow Oil, Supreme Power, Chili also. Chili scales with
Okay, let's try that again.
Alright, fuck Tony, replace him. We'll do 5, 4, 3.
This is dangerous without Tony. Agazon, we should wait for him at least. I don't
Yeah,
think
I can
we'll...
summon him.
You can summon him?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, well, it looks like we're going to take a minute to get everybody
well,
in
if
here.
Tony doesn't log off, then I guess we got
Taking a
39,
minute.
So that's
I
great.
can lock him off.
So to save those buffs, because it's going to be like 4 minutes before he walks back here.
Like hears and then fucks off and let Tony back.
So yeah, Shadow Oil, Supreme Power should probably be the way to go. In fact, after this raid, I'm probably going to go make a whole bunch of that. I do have a ton of Lotus. I just need to get the other pieces to make a bunch of Supreme Power. I've got a bunch of Chili.
Tony's getting
I've got a bunch of Shadow Oil. I don't know. I've got like 30 something Shadow Oil probably sitting around that I didn't make into potions yet. That I didn't do that intentionally. But I'm pretty fresh to dual wield because for like the last year and a half I've been doing two-hander because I've been playing with Bone Reaver's Edge, which Bone Reaver's Edge has been serving me excellently. It really, really has. But since I got this one, which is the Anubisath Warhammer that gives the +4 maces, and I've got a misplaced servo arm, we're trying that out. Ideally, the goal here is going to be to go with Gressel main hand, Thunder Fury offhand, and then use Edgemaster's hand guards. So these are the sacrificial gauntlets. I got those this week too. Got those on, what, Thursday, I think? Sunday, maybe?
Summons incoming.
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, cool.
So I'm still getting a handle on dual wield Fury, but since I'm not using a Waitstone or Shadow Oil or Supreme Power or Chili, right? Like there are these things that I could be doing that would be eking me up a little bit more and more. But right now I'm sitting at what, second behind Cathario. I'm sitting at second DPS,
Right in front of you, Aga.
second most damage done after Cathario. So if I could do it like that, imagine if I had all this stuff, right? Of course, Cathario is also
So
using
healers, while Aga's running in,
Hatchet of
you
Sundered
do-
Bone,
you just
which is
only heal your
significantly
assigned target.
better main hand.
You do not heal melee, you do not heal anyone else, because melee are trying to stay at low health, relatively.
We log him back in.
No chain heal.
Correct.
Aga's in.
Alright, let's
Summon Aga.
Let me
don't chain
find
heal,
out what
so
that
shaman,
is.
just spam, like, you know, you can either do like a mid-rank, because there's going to be 5 healers on each off thing, so you could probably spam a mid-rank heal.
Red Wolf Gloves, 5% chance to deal.
Same with priests.
So I didn't log in.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I want to try out, that I want to find out about in Classic, but unfortunately the
Get
beta
logged
only went
in.
up to like level 30, so I
So-
wasn't going to be able to try any of the stuff that I wanted to see if,
You add
like,
one, Bobo nuke.
so when it was
Yeah,
released,
You're only healing the tanks.
Blaze Fury
primarily
Medallion, which
assignment.
adds 2
Don't
fire
heal any of
damage,
the melee,
scaled
they're
with
always gonna be
Supreme
at low
Power.
health.
So you stack all the spell power in the
Morgan,
world, and that gives you an
Western,
extra
and Rudali are the
150
only
damage
tanks.
per swing.
Are we waiting?
No, no, we're
Per
gonna wait.
swing.
You wanna walk?
Per swing, you get an extra 150 damage. That's
Do I need to be below
that's like
Western?
half again
You should
my
be
main
below
hand,
Western.
right?
Because he'll avoid more attacks.
That is a big effing deal. That's my
Yep.
entire offhand.
I'd say just if you've got a slow computer, just stay on.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't. When it originally released, it did, though. So I don't know if they're going to have it up in Phase 1
Nah, I'm
and
fine.
then scale it back with Phase 2 or something.
Them.
Yeah, they're
Well, I mean, for me to get
Storm
below you,
Gauntlets.
I've got
Storm.
14k health, so I need to lose a lot of shit to
Gauntlets.
get below you.
Yeah, Storm Gauntlets add 3 lightning damage to your attack, right? Like,
I'll click off 4 for sure. Alright.
Okay, healers, look at your healing assignment. Look at your tank. Look who you're healing. Only heal your assignment with single target.
fucker,
healing.
we're not
No,
going.
no,
Damn it.
any chain healing, nothing like that. They're posted in the raid. That's basically it. Just keep your tank alive.
Healers, look at your healing assignment. Now back to your healing assignment. Your rank 1 heals are now done.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on to start.
He's moving back. You can log in.
Okay, well, never mind then.
Tanks, let's get stacked up here. Remember, off tanks, don't do anything for the first 5 seconds or so. Just make sure you see I've got established threat. Western, if you could just do Annihilator the whole time.
Yeah, I will.
We have a nightfall.
Can we have like a 50-second
Maybe like a 10 second.
chicken?
Oh, come on.
I think you could probably pop them now.
Pop dart? Okay.
Yeah, pop trinket. Okay. Incoming. Don't do anything.
Just healing group 1.
Alright, tanks shift to the side. Go over by Moon, Western.
Guess it.
Yeah, let's parry these.
Hit melee over to the right on sleep.
Alright, positioning looks good.
Okay. There it is. Let's go. Let's go, boys. This fight is going to last less than 3 minutes, so I'm not going to blow all the cooldowns.
What?
But it's going to last more than a minute and a half, so I can probably blow those cooldowns.
Very far. Keep rolling that ignite. I use Death Wish to try and keep up.
Alright, chopped. And it went push plugs.
The legend.
For all of 3 seconds.
Drop that, he's not buff.
No, doesn't make a difference if I'm not buff, really. I need a crit.
True.
Just get ready for new Stone Shield tanks. Stone Shield. Fairy Fire. And Cursor Rack. Do you not use Fairy Fire on cooldown? This move? Should be like free threat, right? Every 8 seconds or 8 seconds or whatever.
Thunderbomb, Wind Fury.
You got it, you got it.
Okay, we're almost there. We're almost at execute range.
Okay, guys, we're gonna synchronize our cooldowns now.
Oh my god.
That's a good idea. I saw a video about that. I heard some dickhead made it.
Oh, them big executes.
Was that video about RSA?
Yep.
Name was never said.
But we're famous
Yeah,
now.
he was definitely implying.
Good kill.
I mean, we
What
did
we got?
basically wipe them off last week. God
Plague
damn it.
Bearer and Tank Shoulders. That's good stuff.
Wait for Shaman.
Don't tell me what to do. Read is it because I after that, but it didn't happen.
Want to buy Nightfall.
See guys,
Thank you,
Storm took your vote after all.
Oh, that imp is pissed. Alright, tanks
Did
put on
not
force
die
at
to
3
Frogger.
tanks.
Let's see, do I PvP on this character? I have not PvP'd in a very long time. But, did I PvP? Yes, I did for a little while. I made it up to Legionnaire, which is, what, rank? Rank
I thought
8?
we were just giving splinters
8, I
out
think
for
is
souvenirs
Legionnaire?
at this point.
No, wait.
I didn't know we were
Bloodguard,
actually trying to do an EP.
Stoneguard, Bloodguard,
Yo,
Legionnaire,
I want one
Centurion,
shark, dude.
right?
I want a big
I'm gonna pug it.
Am I
and,
missing one in between? Is Legionnaire
TBC.
9?
And get the rest of the shark.
Legionnaire might be rank 9.
Okay, but I want one as a souvenir.
Guys, cross over and eat up.
But yeah, I
Get up
used the
here.
PvP on this character
Eat all the
because
healers up here.
early on the
summon
PvP
Thunder.
rewards are really worth it. They're really
Hey, can we
good.
get some new forts out, please?
Like the 2%.
Who's summoning?
Placid asking,
Oh,
why do I
okay,
use
summoner.
hamstring on the boss? Well,
Okay,
that's a warrior
it's gonna
thing.
be,
You should be using hamstring
myself
anytime.
and
There's no
Cryptic
point
Skull.
at which you should not be using a global
and Western
cooldown.
and Moo on X
Right?
in the closet.
So what are your
In the closet
globals
is
should
gonna
be
Rejuvenate,
Bloodthirst,
Abaddon,
Whirlwind, and then
and
if
the
neither
bar.
of those are up, you're probably
Bar,
gonna have either
Abaddon,
an overpower
Rejuvenate,
proc, which you kinda gotta use your best judgment of whether or not you're gonna use that.
Okay.
And then
I am not
and then
bad.
any other time you use hamstring
I'm
as
running.
a filler. Right? Does that make sense? Because more swings equals more crits equals
Good,
more
thank you.
flurry equals more hits is more wind fury, right? Like
You get knocked up, live for
it all builds on itself.
Someone cleansing Western.
Rejuvenate should
I
be the
can't see him. I can't see him. Alright, we're going in the closet. Placid, are you watching the stream? I mean, you have to be watching the stream, right? So you can probably hear me talking. Just making sure that I wasn't wasting that. You could also drop your comments in the chat so that everybody else can see them too if you want. Right, so there I had Whirlwind down and Bloodthirst was down, and I'm sitting here like, well, what am I gonna do? I don't have an overpower proc, so I'm gonna hit hamstring every global
mine?
cooldown I
Sorry.
can get. Because there is no point at which you should not be using a global cooldown. Because every swing is another chance to proc Wind Fury.
Couple days, I don't know what's causing it.
It can.
Same thing, except in the closet,
Hamstring
skull,
can
X is
proc
gonna
Wind
be
Fury.
pinned against the wall on the outside.
Hamstring
There's
crits will
pinning
also
against the
proc
wall here.
Flurry.
The healers on the outside, try not
Right,
to
so
be
having
next
100%
to the
uptime on Flurry is
directly,
really important.
because it can do that
Procking,
compound thing. Anyways,
procking Wind Fury is really important. I mean, there's just really no reason not to. You're gonna have the extra rage, so you'll see me spamming Heroic Strike and Hamstring the entire time. Right, so like right there, I'm using my global on Hamstring to proc more stuff. And the crazy thing about Hamstring is that if you have Wind Fury down, you can potentially get back more rage than you're putting in. And I'm not kidding about that. Like, if you get a Wind Fury proc and it crits, that's like 30 or 40 rage. So if it takes you 10 swings,
Vulcan, you can
wow,
go
this
ahead
dude
and
was loaded.
sleep will pull skull to us.
So if you yeah, if you spend
Everybody
3
gets full.
globals on and 30 rage on Hamstring, and one of those procs a Wind Fury, that Wind Fury
Don't heal
crits,
sleep, I'll
you
heal
come
sleep.
out with more rage than you put in on that. Plus you get the damage from Hamstring as well, because it's like 100 damage every time you swing it or something.
So, is Tony fist fighting your neighbor or making him a Jello casserole?
I don't know. I went and asked him, and he said he's talking to him about a job or something. So maybe you can feign. And we're gonna have to wait, so you might as well.
What if you're ally? Well, if you're ally, then there's not nearly as much reason to do it, because if you're ally, then you're not going to get Wind Fury procs because they just don't have them. You will get the bonus damage, you will get the flurry procs, but you're going to be spending extra rage. So I guess if you're rage capped, like if you got tons of rage, sure, I would use that as a rage dump in addition to heroic strike. That's probably what I would do. Oh, right. This guy's going to stand around for a minute or two.
You guys see that warrior that came in and saved Warsong earlier?
Which warrior?
I don't even know if I'm going to log out long enough for this to matter. But we're going to log out anyway. You know, I always thought, I had a friend who told me that he thought the words to this song were covered in jello, drop that banana fish. And after he said that, like, I can't not hear that.
Raz's pre-made.
Okay, sucks ass.
He's moving away.
Log in.
That guy, it doesn't matter who he's targeting. Like, if he sees me, he immediately changes targeting.
How can that be? All undead with a light.
He hates me. Ever since I called him out for being a shitter on the, oh, we had this Discord, which was like, Alliance Guilds, and,
Okay, you can go ahead and pull Vulcan. Bring Skull into the closet, so everyone in the closet, except for the outside team. Outside team just
What do you think
tank
about
next to
6-hour
everything.
cooldown on Dragon Slayer buff in Classic? I mean, honestly, I'd rather that they just take out the world buffs entirely, because it's such a pain in the ass, and it's like, the real make or break is whether or not you die in raid.
Fuck, there's no lips. Just
Get it?
It's really about whether or not you die.
Rest in peace,
That
Mark.
will be the make or break for
What a
your
hero.
DPS in the raid. Like, if you die, it's over. You're never gonna be top. Like, that's happened to me. If you've ever watched my stream before, like, that happens a lot. I'll die on like the first
literally every
pull.
class should bring lips. It's too good. Not bad.
I'll die on like the first pull, and there's just nothing to be done about it, right? Like, holy shit, I almost died right there.
Yes.
PvP, fuck it.
If I die on the first
I mean, the
pull,
thing
I
is,
just like give up
if you don't
because
use it,
there's.
it's not like it's costing.
I mean, I'm never gonna.
Oh, Lip just saved me.
But the moment that you need it, it's...
I'm never gonna beat somebody like Cathario if Cathario doesn't die.
Yeah.
Right? If Cathario has buffs and I don't, there is no chance I'm gonna keep up with him. Right
Anyways,
now, I'm keeping up pretty well with him.
get him buffed
I'm actually
up.
surprised at how
Full
well
as
Solace
that
is keeping up.
fucker comes down the ramp.
Like, good job.
Quick explanation of this fight, please.
Yep. Okay,
Cryptix
so
got dispelled early,
range, you stack
right?
in the middle. Basically,
He got
if you
dispelled
get
before we even
mutiny
got here.
injection on you, you need to run behind where the boss currently was being kited. So we kite him along this U-shaped right here. So if you get the first one, you're going to want to run up the ramp. And if you get the second one, you're going to want to like run towards the ramp, and then so on and so forth. Just go always behind the...
Right,
and
so
then never be in front of
since
the boss
Cryptix got
when there
dispelled
is
by some
a
priest that was hanging out in Order March just being a dick.
slime spray coming.
Yeah, somebody purged him, and he just doesn't have buffs. So Cryptix walking in without buffs, and then myself, Cathario, and Solace with buffs. There's no way that Cryptix is going to catch up. It's just not possible. That's insane.
Yep. Going in 3, 2, 1.
And melee, be sure to stay behind the block.
Sorry, who's doing the cleanse?
It's Tiffany Crow.
Wow, bro.
Fine. Hit me now, hit me now, hit me now.
Everybody look at what the person with the skull did. If If you get called on, you have to go behind the boss like that and drop your cloud.
You had one?
The worst place you could be
Oh,
going,
that is a bad direction to go.
Behind where the boss is being kited. So up the ramp, towards the ramp.
Prisma.
That one might disappear by the time we get there.
No way.
We'll cluster the other ones closer. We'll cluster the other ones.
Prisma again?
Prisma.
So we're gonna cluster the ones that the boss drops closer. Melee, you're gonna want to be on his back, like a foot away from the slime pool. That makes sense.
Yeah, he leaves the trail of farts. And you need, if you get injected, you need to leave farts behind him.
Kuro.
Fuck this game. Cleanse me right here, right here.
Sleep.
So you're gonna go towards the door?
It's gonna dissipate here, boys.
I hope so, dude.
Kill these things.
Stranger.
Oh my god, have I been not swinging this whole time as I'm trying to get these cleaves off? Okay, well...
Castro, Vivictus.
Fuck. Fuck.
Don't touch the cloud. He'll move.
Frig. Aggro.
Alright, good kill.
Don't stop to look at loot on the boss.
Well, that was not...
Pretty quick kill.
That was not my best work on that one. I was focusing on trying to get those fucking slimes with the cleave damage.
Oh nice, we have 2 hunters.
That was, yeah,
oh,
that was
boy,
not my
so
best
nice.
work.
This is weird.
That's great.
I've done significantly better with that.
So we'll have Vulcan do first rank, Kestrel do second rank, and then just you guys just rotate for the whole fight.
Okay, reminder, do not heal in the tunnel. Let Morgan exit the tunnel first. Do not fall through the hole in the tunnel.
Sound.
And yeah, let's summon Summit.
So,
Yeah, we can summon him too.
what mages are kiting?
I'll do it, since no one volunteers. We'll have creepy, I don't know if Kakao or Fufefe know how to do it.
I think Fufefe's helped before.
Okay, Fufefe, zombies.
Tony's dead.
Alright, better comms here. Check consumes.
Yeah, Midnight Haze.
In this tunnel, there's a hole on the left side, so stick to the right side of this tunnel.
Don't hot.
That's hot.
As always, there's big heals on Morgan. Don't rip aggro.
We're gonna wait, we're gonna wait, we're gonna wait. Now. We're gonna not use Heroic Strike to start with here.
Strength should be faster, hunters. Vulcan's strength.
On a cooldown, so.
Here
Death
in
wish.
5.
You guys got it worked out? Strength. Kestrel strength?
Here in 5.
You need to be spamming it.
We only do a 3-hour raid, so while we absolutely could do it in one sitting, we generally don't because we only do a 3 hours. If we had a 4-hour raid, like it's pretty normal is a 4-hour raid.
Here in 5.
If we took 4 hours, we would definitely clear it in one city.
Kill zombies in the melee area, guys.
Decimate in 20. Kill
Don't run
it
towards
first.
the
We're not gonna get a decimate.
Stand it and kill it. There we go.
Kick his ass.
Creepy.
Sorry, creepy, but thank you for
Oh,
listening.
So we end up using 2 Oni heads. It depends on the week. It
pretty
depends
sure
on the week. We've killed
200 is
Kel'Thuzad
trained
without
100%.
any without any buffs. We've killed him with buffs. Kind of depends on the night, I guess. I mean, that's hard to say. Yeah, some nights we come in and we wipe 3 times, and then we redrop buffs, and then we kill it. So I mean, sometimes we'll end up using
Okay,
3
Morgan,
heads a
let's
week
get the
on Nax.
quick
But it's okay
explanation
because
on
it's
that
the end of the
issue.
server, right? There are only like
Okay, so this fight
there are only like
positioning
5
is
weeks
extremely
left
important. You're going to be divided into 2
of this
teams
server. Not even there
at
are
the
4
beginning
weeks.
to kill Stalag and Fuegan.
Fugan.
Gotta do that at the same
There are only
time.
like 5
They
weeks of
can't be
this
pulled
server
off the
left,
platform,
so
or those lightning
we
worms
may
will
as well
kill us and
use it.
destroy
There's no reason not
After
to
we kill
use
them,
everything you got.
Also, you need to stable both
Like,
tanks on
use
them
all
because
your
they tank swap,
flasks all the time.
aggro
Use all your
swaps,
everything
so
all the time.
watch threat. After we kill them both, you have to literally make the jump. You have to jump at the end of the platform up there to make it to the far platform where we're looking at on this dock. See that guy that you can't target, that big fuck? We're going to stack in front of him. He'll give us a debuff. If you get a negative debuff, you go left. If you get a positive debuff, it's blue, it's positive, negative's red. Get the blue positive debuff, you go right. And then they're going to be stacked in 2 camps there. You don't want to cross the streams, essentially, so negative and positive can't touch. Every 25 seconds or so, you get a new debuff, or you might get the same debuff. So if your debuff changes, you need to run to the other side, and people go counterclockwise in this code.
Vulcan, do you see my PM?
Okay, and we run around the boss to the right, so counterclockwise.
You need to move, like, when debuff is happening, changing, you need to be staring at your debuff so you can move instantly. Because if you don't, you're slow and then you'll die and you'll probably kill someone else too.
Okay, so what I'm typing out here.
You go on the left side.
Alright.
What I'm typing out here,
left side.
somebody just asked me, Placid just asked me,
threat.
how am I gaining 50
So we
rage
have
on a single swing?
A significant melee group, so Fuegan is probably going to have to slow.
Okay.
So just watch for it. We'll call for these things.
How do I gain 50 rage per swing?
The bosses for the first couple seconds.
Well, it's about crits and it's about white hits, and rage is dependent on how much damage you're doing. So the bigger my white hits are, and you're going to see that on Thaddeus right here, I will blow as much rage as humanly possible on this fight, but one swing is going to give me 100 rage on Thaddeus when we have all the buffs up.
No, this is
like it's going to be
3rd boss fight
full
in the same area, same A-bomb place. That's the boss over there.
It's
in the
gonna be
background.
full
This
rage
is like
like
mini
every
boss
swing,
we
so
fight
there's
before.
no way I can run out
He's
of
like
rage
a
on this fight.
Frankenstein monster.
Yeah. Alright. Weston, you want to move up? That whole side can move up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm here.
Negatives
Okay.
left,
Alright,
positive
let's go
right.
in 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Stand around, don't do
Thanks,
anything,
second.
don't do anything, don't do
And when
anything.
the boss dies as well, you need to spread out to your side, so...
It's really important not to pull aggro here.
Right side.
This is absolutely the place that you do not want to pull aggro. And you gotta make sure to stay under the top 2 tanks. You gotta stay under both tanks because they're gonna get thrown and they're gonna swap.
Fuegan is way ahead, guys. Keep going for now, but we're going to slow it down.
And I just need to make sure that I'm not passing those tanks. That is my main job here for this portion of the fight, is to not pull thread. And it's happened before. It has definitely happened before.
It's Morgan and Western, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Cathario's ahead of me, so if somebody's gonna do it, it's gonna be him.
Power surge.
Okay. Let's start going on Fuegan, but don't go too hard. Catch it up, but come on, Warriors, I believe in you.
Okay.
Make the jump.
Jump at the end of your edge. Go to the
Gotta make the jump.
And remember,
Big guy
negatives
stack in the
left,
middle.
positives right. Negatives are left, positives are right. 5
Okay,
seconds.
again, we're gonna just not pull aggro right here. We're just gonna build some rage for what's about to
Okay,
come.
watch your debuffs.
Negative left, positive right.
And now we go hard. And now we go hard. Watch these numbers climb the screen on the right-hand side here. And watch the rage bar. Like I'm saying, I'm gonna blow as
Kuro,
much
what are
rage
you
as
doing?
possible, and I cannot spend it.
New nature pots.
Watch
Watch
debuff.
debuffs.
Gonna change.
Not mine.
Switch sides if your debuff
Okay, wait for it, wait for it. Just keep the full rage bar. Now.
Don't run through the boss, run counterclockwise.
Four 4,000, 5,000, 5,000, 4,000.
Do we want to attempt to res on Bobo?
No.
Probably not. Maybe on Hufe, I don't know.
Or Navarre? Or Aiga? You guys are slow or something. Gotta be moving quick.
Not yet. Try to get Navarre.
Watch these big numbers climb here.
Do not hang.
Watch these numbers climb when we hit 20%.
Yeah, Navarre, you're gonna get a res.
Moving.
So if you get battle res, you accept the res and you stay out of the group until you get a new debuff, and then you enter the appropriate group.
I think your resident died. Was that a soulstone or a...
We're gonna wait for the end of this polarity shift.
Shouldn't be casting unless we're doing waves.
Debuffs.
Watch debuff.
Okay, go. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. 9K, 9K. Oh, look at all those 9Ks. Oh, that's so low. Why?
Yeah, honestly, if you died somewhere in the middle, it generally just means you were too slow. You got a couple seconds. You just need to start moving right over it.
If you can back up.
I got a flask of petrification on.
Do we have Druid DPS? No. No.
I like it.
We have a Pharaoh, but he's a tank. That's Mutality up here. You'll see him right here.
Ever.
He's a tank.
Okay, so Hurry is gonna pull the whole room.
What'd we get?
Holy shit, did we really lose that many?
Fire of Twilight.
Yeah, we got this staff. Very
That's
nice.
a healer staff, I think. Did he join late? Why is Mutant's DPS so low?
Yeah, it looks
I don't know that. I can't explain that. I also can't explain why these people are so low. The Stranger, Don't Mind Me, and Lefortius. I don't know. I haven't been watching their
Hell no, dude. Too many people
gear
died.
or
It was
anything.
A good fucking fight.
What's Grismo got?
People
Grismo's
stayed
got
alive
King's
and
Fall. Okay, so he's
probably
got
could've got
KT
a
weapon.
decent one.
Like, come on, that's really good. So Grismo's sitting there.
No, there's
Where's the Stranger? Let me see the Stranger. What does he run?
Yeah,
Misplaced Servo and Iblis. DFT, Hand of Justice, Band of Acuria,
Look, here, I'll lock back in.
3-piece. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to check the logs or something, because that doesn't make any sense that he's all the way down there below the Hunters.
Yeah, get it.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're in. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me why they're that low,
Yeah, you
because
guys
the
gotta
Stranger
click on
seems
the
to have
pool.
great gear. can't imagine why he's so low. Ring of Eternal Flame. Ring of Eternal Memes.
Okay. We'll do flinch on star, Kuro on circle.
I have not tried dual servos. No,
And then,
but I have them.
Grismo, Skull.
Hang on, these are all resistant.
Stranger build combo points on X.
I'll do it.
Yeah, and as soon as I start fucking hitting it with fire, it changes. What a fucking ton.
I'll stun square.
We both got it.
I'll let you pick it up.
Yeah.
It's gonna taunt star.
How hard do these things hit?
Like, really hard.
3.5,
One
dude.
shot.
Get close to it.
If you stun them or anything, they kind of, I don't know, they do something weird where they don't get stunned, but they'll just stop where they are and hit the nearest target, like if kind of similar to they were like crossing over or something.
Oh, did the stranger die?
They've got 9k health.
Yeah, he doesn't
I've
have
heard
buffs,
that a
that's
million
true.
times.
Okay, he doesn't have buffs, but
I don't know if that maybe they fixed
shouldn't
it.
be down there.
Maybe
That's
coming.
still crazy.
I remember it happening to me.
Did it in here a couple weeks ago.
It wasn't the cleave?
I think it was rogues with mace then to do.
So Sleet, you got X? Or no, you're not.
I am not here.
Stranger. I'll do spare. Tonic spot.
Does intercept do an immobilize?
Pull it. Stun.
Oh, okay.
But I'm doing it on the ghoul. To
Yeah.
help save.
Yeah, I suppose if he died early on Thaddeus, that's a lot of damage, but
Yeah, feral charge.
I don't know.
So I can't do that.
I mean, I'm at 1.5 million and he's at 500,000, so I've done, over the course of this instance, I have done literally triple the amount of damage that he's done.
Get it?
That's kind of crazy.
We still have Renda.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Cathario's ahead of me by 100,000. Ooh.
What about the cooldowns at 20%? Somebody's gotta call it.
Someone has to call it.
Just 1 out of the 40.
I think actually we have been calling Death Wish, right?
All about those decurses too, Agam, alright?
Yeah, the deep curses, maybe we need to call that.
God. Hey!
But like, if someone didn't make a YouTube video about it,
Yeah, if you died on Thaddeus, yeah, okay. What about Liffordus? What do you got? What are you running? Oh,
Anyways,
okay. So this is excusable. This is absolutely excusable because he's wearing blues. Like he doesn't have like a single epic in there. I'm okay with that.
I probably feel it across the world right now.
I think his ego's in the way though. Can't necessarily.
Fucking grandmother's basement.
Well, I mean, it's the end of the server, right? And it's about the people that you can get. So it's possible that we're just recruiting basically anybody who can make our raid times.
So guys,
and the rest of us are so geared that whatever, we'll bring them along. We'll bring them along. Whatever, it's fine.
People need your boss right here.
Probably a new player. Probably doesn't really know what's going on. Probably doesn't really know how to play his class if he's a new player. Doesn't have the gear to keep up. That's fair. That'll happen.
Look at this team.
Okay.
Look at this throw. The stranger.
Guys, first global thunder. Thunders, guys. Thunder. There we go.
Stuck with Thunder Clomp week after week.
And Fairy Fire on non-skull. One of the kill it. Yeah, don't switch early. Scary. Not worth it.
I hope we get Tony for lowest ebb.
Maybe. Eat food.
That's so creepy. Gets his pants on the
Fucking food.
creepy. I haven't got tier 3 legs.
Okay. Dink.
All right, so I also just hit a shadow protection potion there, and I did that early. I intentionally did that early. Because I want to have it up again by the time we get to Knox. I want my potion cooldown to be ready by the time we get to the boss.
So we should synchronize our death.
Yeah. Who has them other than Western and myself?
Does anyone else have a fucking Nightfall as well? Do we have a second Nightfall?
Do we have a Nightfall? What were you asking?
Oh, I was just wondering if you got.
So this is Devil Driver. Devil Driver also played last night.
Before you die.
Yeah, I got it.
Devil Driver also played last night, and they killed it. God, it was great. That was a really good set. It was hot as hell in there, though.
Okay, reassigning bases.
Yeah, Moo, can you do second and third, and Western, can you do first base?
Am I gonna have time to get a battle checking out? Am I gonna have 25 seconds here?
Baseball references.
You know what you should do?
Our
actually,
potions
was
are wearing off.
Just link in the log of RSA killing Uru pre-submerge.
Oh my god.
Okay. Check the tunes. I think it looks good.
3,
We're gonna
2.
go quicker than random. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Everyone sundered. And get stacked up in the indentation. Get on like Aga.
Decurse. Don't have a repeat of last week. Decurse, guys.
Big druid decurses.
Top priority. We wiped last week because we didn't decurse.
After this blink, we're death push.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot of crit.
Death push.
Okay, more ads.
You guys spam your decurse. Go now.
Seconds, boys. Push it to the limit.
One more time.
Lip, 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 lip.
Guys, synchronize your lips.
Oh, kill it. 10 seconds.
Execute.
Execute.
Come on, we got it. We got it. We got it.
Get him, boys, get him.
Oh boy, sweet.
Good synchronization there, guys. Good job.
It's pretty close though.
Oh, Kithario's still pulling ahead on me. Every week with this thing. Every week with this not frigid heart.
Why don't you leave the raid for 1 week so we can actually get a hatchet?
Yeah, right.
Honestly, I want to ban the inevitable.
What is life? Ooh, that is a fun question.
I warned Revolve for that splinter, please.
I'm dying.
Good thing I had my die move ready.
Okay, we gotta get out of there. We gotta get out of there. Oh god, oh god, okay.
Die.
Stay away from the beast melee. Stay away from the beast melee.
Just give me a close target.
Right,
What is life? Life is, I mean, holy hell. That is a pretty loaded question. I mean, I do have a degree in philosophy, so I am pretty qualified to answer this question, but it also makes it pretty difficult. I agree with Aristotle on a lot of things. I think he makes a lot of sense. I think that he was a really bright guy who knows exactly, who knows a lot about a lot of things. And Aristotle says the ultimate goal in life is happiness, and the way that we achieve happiness is through complete friendships. Now, what he means by complete friendships is like somebody that you basically share your life with, and that's not necessarily.
It's a gauntlet, so all this shit respawns.
Hold on.
Only AoE when I call it, you can
full aggro.
He called it. Okay.
Correct. If we ninja
So
pull,
what he
just,
means by complete
just kill
relationships or
the
complete
tanks transport
friendships rather is like somebody you can share your life with. And the only way that you can have a complete friendship is if you live virtuously and the other person lives virtuously, and the two virtuous people
Yeah, it's a good time to go.
basically share everything together. And that doesn't have to be a hetero relationship. That can be. Oh shit! I don't have a cooldown up. That can be
synchronized day
two guy friends. You can have a platonic, totally hetero life partners. Like
I'll get the beast that's coming in.
it could be like that. So Aristotle makes a lot of sense, but he outlines what he means by virtue there, and by living virtuously. And he's got like a whole list of, I think it's 13 virtues. And then each virtue has either an excess or a deficiency, right? So like, for example, bravery. Bravery is a really good one. You want to be brave, but you don't want to be too brave. If you're too brave, you're foolhardy, right? You're going to run into battle and get yourself killed. So don't be too brave. But you also don't want to be not brave enough, because if you're not brave enough, then you're a coward. And that's not good either. You wouldn't want... Cowardice is a vice, which is the opposite of a virtue. So you got virtue and vice. I mean, if I really had to sum it up in like 2 minutes, that's my 2-minute speech on life. It's all about the pursuit of happiness. And the way that we achieve the happiness is through the relationships that we build. But what is life actually? That's a much tougher question, because it seems that in modern American society, and I know we got a lot of Euros watching too, in modern American society, it's kind of, dude, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's all about being selfish and looking out for yourself and thinking that you're doing well, but you're not really doing well, because the people who are doing well are few and far between, and you can't have that many of them by the definition of basically capitalism. We funnel wealth to the top to the few, and that ends up fucking everybody else, but that's fine, because it's just good business, and that's the American way. Don't get me started on that. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. I haven't had enough drinks to start ranting about capitalism yet. What is life? Life is that you do the best with what you got. Life is that you try to find meaning, you try to find purpose, and basically you just try to make yourself happy until you die. That's it, whatever that happens to be. Hopefully you could do that without using other people as a means to an end. Kant would disagree with that. If you're using people as a means to an end, you should always treat people as an end in and of themselves. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. How the hell are we not gonna make this?
Western, do you want to follow Creepy?
Talking.
Can someone mark Creepy?
The dance.
Creepy.
Well, you're just going to the safe spot, right?
Oh, get him. Alright, time to dance.
Follow star. Alright, guys.
Yep.
Time to dance.
Jesus, really bad.
I could die.
Creepy dies as well.
I did.
Ripman?
Yeah, it's about finding your own meaning and purpose in life. That's what it's all about. Whatever that happens to be. People find a lot of fulfillment from families. People find a lot of fulfillment in work. That's why you end up with people who are workaholics.
Last one. Okay, he's coming back. Fucking kill him.
I guess it's pretty much all new people that died, actually.
Focus on this guy.
Come on, get him. Got him.
You'll learn one day.
Creepy, you have
Belt, hat. That's not so bad.
But
That's actually
no
a really good
fucking-
hat
no- a
for
t-shirt,
somebody.
dude,
I don't know who, but.
Everybody got a help stone from a warlock.
Capitalism has destroyed the USA. You
two-
know what?
two
I agree
battle
with you.
top
Like I
offering of
said, get me drunk sometime, then I'll go on a rant about capitalism.
I kind of like it.
More like, what the fuck is going on?
Going to, I've always run to
Dead,
the safe
dead
spot,
bay.
and it wasn't so safe on the way there.
Oh.
Alright, let's go. Or actually,
Can we do that on our first date? Yeah, we might have. We also listened to Amon Amarth on our first date.
Any more deaths in the go?
That was pretty fun. Did I go off on capitalism on our first date?
It's over.
And you still talk to me? What? That...
Okay, once you get a res, guys,
I'm
go through
impressed.
the gauntlet together. You can buff and drink up on the other side. Let's move
Rebuff
together.
over there.
Yeah, everyone, let's go.
I don't know. It's like that. It's like that clip from John Oliver when he's talking about the wealth gap, and he's talking about how basically the American perception is that the game is rigged, and everybody knows that it's rigged, and they can see that it's rigged, and they're like, that's what's gonna make it so sweet when I win this thing. Like, because everybody still thinks that they're gonna win, even though the game is rigged against them. For some reason, they still have hope.
Are you talking about like non-DS threat?
Hey, there's another piece of philosophy you can tie in
So
there.
many people you need multiple shadow prop pots, you need a help stone, and you need
Did we?
bandages.
We did have that conversation at the bar, didn't we?
Hey, Kuro, do you have an extra shadow?
Yeah, hope. That's a whole other topic, though.
Somehow did not bring my stack of shadow. Just me, Elstone and shadow.
Oh, my chicken's down. Damn it.
So you have
No
three
chicken.
pots with those.
No chicken.
Melee and help.
Yeah, but hope, that's a whole other topic, because, like,
basically in this
hope
fight,
invariably leads to
heals, and then you do one
expectation.
heal
Expectation
so
leads to
they're only
disappointment.
focusing on healing.
Disappointment leads to
The boss
suffering, and
does,
suffering leads to the dark side.
A raid-wide
know what I'm
curse
saying.
that does like 3. I can't remember how much exactly. 3k, 3.5k damage to everybody. So if you don't use consumes here, if you don't use them at the right times, you will die. So when it gets called out to use a greater shadow protection potion, you have to use one or you'll die. If it gets called out to use a bandage, you have to use it or you'll die. Same with a health stone, so you need to make sure that you've got one.
Yeah, if guys just listen to Caddington's calls, you'll also see them on big rigs. Don't accidentally take a mana or health pot, or then you'll die. Just take the pots when they're called by Caddington.
Alright.
Health rebuff. There's a lot of people missing.
Putting up
Spirit,
spam.
all sorts of shit.
So, this is don't mind me. I have a health stone. Do I need health pots too?
Health
No.
stone and shadow protection potion.
And bandage.
Okay.
Oh, I need a...
The damage that you receive is shadow damage, and a shadow pot will heal, or will prevent the damage a lot better than a health potion will heal it.
You need a 14 print.
I'm good.
Okay.
So the other mechanic that everybody needs to be aware of if you're new.
I
is
now
that there
need
are
to check the
spores which
sheets.
spawn, and what happens
I
is
need to
one group at a
know
time,
which
we
group
go
I'm going
and
in.
we take
Group 2, baby. Group 2!
we go and
That's what I'm
kill the
talking about.
spore with the group
I'll
on
take
top
group
of
2.
it, and then when it dies, it gives people a buff which increases their crit. but
What
at
they're
the same
saying,
time,
hope.
causes
Yeah,
them
so...
to deal no threat. So we want that on all of the raid except for the tank.
Yeah.
It's important the order.
Mahayana
people get
Buddhism
them. It's
says
important
that
you know
attachment
which
is the
group,
source of all suffering.
you are for your spore team.
I disagree. I think it's that loss of attachment that's the source of all suffering.
You can look in the raid channel in general.
The attachment itself could be the best thing in the world.
Spreadsheet. If you look
But
on
losing
there,
that attachment
first page at the top that shows
is where all the suffering comes in.
The ad one still needs in. Someone just hit him real quick.
Team
Guys,
2, baby,
there's
team
like
2.
a bunch of spot buffs that need to be done. I know you guys do assigns normally, but just for the sake of speed, if everyone could just do one, and then you all drink up together.
We have some dragon links for this, yeah?
Yeah, if you have one, come on.
Yeah, healers, you can do some DPS as well. If you're new here. Don't waste all of your mana, because you still need to heal the tank.
And you know, that's basically what Aristotle was saying too, so you can tie those two things together, where Aristotle is saying that the source of happiness is the complete friendships that we form. And, I mean, you're going to be attached to those people, of course.
Okay, guys, get inside the gate.
Because of course you are.
Ready to pop drink it.
If you're not attached to your best friends, then something's wrong with you.
Gate, pop drink. Inside the gate. Get inside the gate. The shed.
Everyone inside. Everyone inside.
Move in.
Okay, let's go.
Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Fuck! I didn't eat food.
Please playing this 4 when the first one pops up. And everybody watch threat here at the start.
Focus on Alex, please.
Help him.
What's up?
Sports are alright.
Okay, team 2. Team 3.
Okay, time to go ham.
Curses.
Team 4.
Battle squad.
Okay, so I mismanaged the rage there. I had to wait for rage in order to use that bloodthirst. That's not right.
Oh, sorry, team 5. Team 5 is up. Team 6.
Oh, Shaman in groups 1 through 4, you need to drop poison for the melee. Just if you're not aware.
Team 7. This is also team 8, so team 7 and 8.
Okay, so the other thing that I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be timing my Berserker Rage with when he does the Impending Doom.
Team 1.
Team 1.
Team 2.
Curse elements.
Team 3.
You're gonna have to recurse every 30 seconds, and again in 2 seconds. Curse.
Alright, so there's the Impending Doom. I'm going to hit that to fill my rage bar. Oh, I guess I don't on that one.
Team 4 is up.
Shit, did I miss it?
Team 5.
Dodge.
Really good job for us keeping up the night.
Oh, I got you. I think Lamb's my
Team 6. Seven and 8. Team 7 and 8 are up.
You gotta spare me, guy.
Guys, use a Hellstone on this one.
Okay.
Use Hellstone, Hellstone, not bandage, not bandage.
Team 1. Team 2. Team 3.
Alright, now let's just spam that execute button.
Team 4, this is the last team.
Execute spam.
Just focus on killing the boss.
potion up.
Okay, kill the boss.
Alright, if you're gonna die, bandage now.
Eat food.
Food as soon as the boss dies. Eat food immediately. Be ready.
The Eye of Narub.
That's Spookestrel.
Did the fans drop?
No.
Oh, they did?
Oh, well, like, yeah. There you go.
Congrats, Creepy. Fucking finally.
Alright, where are we going? We're going military. Military
So
quarters.
if you died early, you gotta think about what consumes you missed out on or whatever. But we killed it, I think, still a minute early.
Man, Cathario really is just still ahead of me.
Going military or spider?
Military.
Interesting.
That's creepy.
We did it. Finally.
I mean, I guess I didn't have a food buff there. That's kind of my fault. I should have done better than that. Cathario, are you running? Cathario's running Supreme Power, so maybe that's... He's running Power in Chili.
That one might have been a parse for me. Definitely would have been if I got the guy for sure.
Cryptix has Rallying Cry the Dragon Slayer. He also has Gressel and the Hungering Cold. I'm a little jealous of that.
Logging right. Hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I switched to my food for the last 30%.
Alright, we're just logging out to save a couple of minutes of buffs there.
You should be able to log in.
Couple of minutes of buffs. That's all.
You said in?
How many attaches do we have?
Debuff should be gone.
More than that, actually.
And it is.
We have more than 3 attaches. I bet a lot of them aren't even logged on, because I know Cryptix has one, Creepy Taco has one,
What?
Tiffy has one, Shadowborn has one.
Alright, guys.
Who else has it?
Move up, move up. Here's
Cow Cow. Cow Cow has one. Creepy has one. Kuro has one, I think. No, I guess he's using Wraith Blade.
Same thing. Here's
Yeah, so we have a lot. We have a lot of Tornado, the 1.12 client, but when I log in it says connecting. Did you change the realm list? That's probably your problem. Are you sure that you are connecting to the correct realm list? You're gonna go to your WoW folder, and then check your realm list.wtf file.
Someone wants to volunteer for centering X.
Let's bow shadow protection. Please.
Good call. There we go. Now we're
Nice
gonna
job. Like one of them real raiding guilds.
Vulcan's gonna trap Star.
Okay,
so
so if you change your login.wtf,
you distract now. Oh.
Too late.
you 50 NJ. No, I'm not new to raiding. I took a huge break. I took a huge break. I played a Burning Crusade server. I took like 6 months off and then played a Burning Crusade server for 3 or 4 months. So no, I've had this character for like 3.5 years.
Alright, here's timer.
But I was in Omen before this.
Cancel this, cancel. Don't do it, don't do it.
There are. I think there are a couple other ways that you can get a 1.12 client. I like to use the Chronos client. I think that one's really good.
Oh shit.
We're gonna get Skelly. Yeah, we got Skellies. Just tank and move.
Damn, you're so far.
How you doing, Skelly?
Shield move.
Melee out, melee out.
Don't drag him in, Bo.
Can't see it.
Let us spread these.
I'll just like, I'll taunt the spell and pull it out.
Yeah, if you type Chronos or just Google 1.12 client, you should be able to get,
So yeah, if you die to the spin, you gotta really watch that.
Oh, yikes.
Kill circle, kill circle.
That thunderclap. Meat grinder.
Yeah, that Fury AI was horrible.
Hang on. Yeah, go to Chronos.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we didn't lose anyone to the ninja pull. We lost people to the spin.
I like the one from
Like
Chronos. That
immediately
one worked
yeeted
really well
around
for
the
me.
corner.
I think that's a
I'm
client
like-
that I'm playing with
Line
right
of
now.
sight the totem, maybe?
Yeah, like I got feared immediately and ran around this corner.
Yo, Pugs can't teabag me, bro. You're too slow.
Let me see if I can pull it
Actually,
up
looks more
for
like
you.
my head is
Chronos. How to connect.
Alright. Buff those guys that died with port quick, please.
We've gotten so much trash drops. Like, what the fuck?
I used that one. If you check out that guide, that should have all the stuff that you need. That's how I got connected. I'm sure that's the client that I'm playing on right now.
Stun it.
Oh, you're trying to play on Chronos. I don't know. This isn't Chronos. This is Light's Hope. So if you go to lightshope.org, you can find this one. I'm not sure about the realm list on Chronos.
Lambs, do you mind being
But
the
you have to
Sunder
go
slut
make an
on X
account on the website for whichever one you're trying to play on. You definitely need to go make an account. If you're stuck at connecting, that might be server side. That might not be your problem. That might be their problem. Because if their login servers are down, and that does happen sometimes, if their login servers are down, then you're not going to get anywhere.
Okay, so Crypt's on Moon, Cathario on Triangle. Ink, let us spread them.
No, I'm not exactly new to raiding, to answer your question from before. But taking a 6-month break and then coming back, and this isn't the same guild that I was in before, so I gotta like kind of start at the bottom again and then work my way up. Whereas people like Cathario has been with this guild since the beginning. So Cathario has priority on stuff over me. It's also a matter of performance too and attendance. So like I've showed up to every raid, basically every raid, since what's it been, April? April I started playing this again. Melted him. Didn't even get to us. Yeah, so I had to like reset all my priority and stuff. But you know, when you're top 2 or 3, when you're top 2 or 3, basically every raid, people start to notice that.
Well, I mean, Andrew's not here. So.
Yeah, if you can get into Chronos, then I don't know. It must be something on your end. I don't know what that would be.
You know, it doesn't count that for you.
Yeah, I know, but everyone else uses it. I'm trying to.
But it
get,
makes you
like,
save in another location. Okay, so the
legitimate
file
shout-outs
has to
and
be
all
called
that, so I can actually have
realmlist.wtf.
uses fucking Zapper.
Right, like it has to be, otherwise it's not going to be directing it to look at the correct server.
No, but I don't think it'll log any damage on it.
Away from Moon.
Oh god.
Whoop.
Guys move. Grip. You lose.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you're on Moon.
Sorry.
Good boy.
Can't lose something you never had.
He's smart.
Lip.
Is worth.
Yeah, well, I've been using Bone Reaver's Edge for the past 2 years, basically. My entire build has been Bone Reaver's Edge 2-hand Fury.
You have to use a class spell.
Realmless. It's called Realmless, yes. Realmless.wtf.
Ooh, that's
And
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
There should be a file in your WoW folder called realmlist.wtf. Open that up, change it to set realm list
Okay, Cad,
to logon.lightshope.org, save it, close it, and that should point you to the right server. My weapons aren't that bad. My weapons aren't bad at all. What are you talking about? Misplaced servo arm is a Naxx weapon. But, yeah, I mean, we don't have a ton of luck with the KT swords, so there are only a couple of people that have them. We have far more Ateshes than we have KT swords.
Did I not mark an X or something?
No, you didn't.
But I've talked to him a little bit.
I just helped.
The next Gressel is definitely going to Cathario because he just got the Hungering Cold on Monday, so he needs Gressel to be his best in slot main hand. And then it's up in the air for the one after that. So if we get a double Gressel, it very well might go to me.
Thunder's good.
Which would be super cool. So the plan is, and we're going to use the power of positive thinking, this week is going to be my week. It's going to be my week for everything that I ever wanted, right? So this week we are going to get, Binding of the Windseeker on Friday to complete my Thunder Fury. Then we're going to get double Gressel. Double Gressel on Monday. Oh no, sorry. On Sunday, we're going to go to AQ, and I'm going to get Badge of the Swarm Guard. And then on Monday, we're going to get double Gressel. One of them's going to go to Cathario, and the other one's going to go to me.
Every single mob
That's
Global Thunder. So worth.
Positive thinking. We're going to manifest it. We're going to manifest destiny. Wait, no, that's something else.
Yeah, Kuro, I honestly don't remember if I pressed it or not.
Good.
I think I did.
Run. Alright, same shit here.
Well, we got gold spammers again on this server. That's interesting. 300 gold for $2. Nice.
But that thing never drops from the ground, so...
Exactly.
It's one of the main things he's after.
Thunder's good,
Fade.
Run, spinning.
Kicked his ass. Got him.
Alright, there's Moon here. Here's Spammer.
The WoW killer is WoW itself. That is so right. When you say the server is almost over because they're not going to maintain it with the vanilla relaunch, that is correct.
There's no way with my
Light's Hope is basically
I used to do it with Death Coil. It's a little bit delayed.
It's the continuation of the Nostalrius project, right? And the Nostalrius project, the ultimate goal was to get Blizzard to do official WoW Classic servers. That was like their whole goal. So when Nostalrius shut down and they gave the core to these guys, they did so with the idea that, with the understanding that like the people running it are going to have the same kind of ideals. So yeah, the plan is that.
I think though, doesn't the remaining like mind control ads kill the other ones like instantly though anyway?
Real quick,
So yeah, the idea is that they're going to be closing.
Parse on this fight has damage.
They're going to be closing the server, and they're going to be ending the server with the launch of WoW Classic. I think they said they're going to do it a week beforehand, so I guess there really are only 4 weeks instead of 5 weeks until this server goes awake.
Get those two mech festival.
That is the plan, but Light's Vengeance is a separate project that's going to have a lot of the same people.
Still like mind controlled at the end of the fight, it just will immediately switch to the ads and like insta kill them.
If it's mind controlled, somebody has to actually do that. But anyway, Kuro, what do you? What do you use to time the when Shadow Burn? You just tap off the last thing?
Yeah, so Light's Vengeance is going to be different people.
Yeah.
It's the
I target-
conglomeration of several different
target them, and then
projects
I
that are
mouse
up
over the
right
boss, and I
now.
have health on mouse
Some of the
over, so I
developers
can
from
see
Light's Hope, some of the
Oh,
developers
yeah, I mean, I've
from
got bars up. It's just like
shoot, what is the
I'm
name of that
bad
server?
at
I'm not
timing
sure what the name of the other server is. Some of the Elysium people, I think, are also going to be on there.
like
Um,
within 100 mil.
Yeah, just cast it like that.
but they're going to be opening a Burning Crusade server, which is going to allow for character continuation. So Light's Hope is going to give them the character database and let you import your characters into
Yeah, 'cause
Light's
by the time
Vengeance.
the server registers, he's
That's the
already good.
plan, which I am super stoked for. I want that a lot. I really like Burning Crusade, and this character has so much good stuff that I would love to be able to take this into a Burning Crusade server. So that's one of the other reasons that I'm playing on this server again, was to get all the stuff that's still best in slot in Burning Crusade. And there are a couple of things that I would still like. One of them is Thunder Fury, the other one is Badge of the Swarm Guard.
Or until he's actually dead, you know?
Those are still raid viable
I don't know,
in Burning
it's
Crusade.
pretty tight window either way. Like you still, you gotta be like, yeah, he's gonna die within like, you know, less than a GCD. Well, obviously less than. You just have to kind of pay attention how quickly.
It is the tightest butthole.
Alright, Vulcan, are you back?
Yeah, so I want to get those couple of
Alright,
things
Kestrel, you're gonna go
out of
over
this
and you're gonna
server
shoot star
if
when
I
say shoot
fucking
star.
can, if there's any way
Everyone
possible.
else can just start,
But
uninstall
my
those
character
shoot
also
star.
has just the worst luck known to man. In like every aspect, my rolls are terrible, and the stuff that I want almost never drops. Like there's nothing that my character has that has come easily. Everything has been a grind. Every single thing that this character has ever had has been a grind.
Running here for your life. You can Bane.
I mean, I've got some cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but like when I have a Fell Striker here, that Fell Striker, I probably ran Ubers 100 times.
Yeah, they may come.
I saw 2 of them. I passed on the first one. Passed on the first one for a Guildie. And then I got the second one, luckily. Runebladed Baron Rivendare, I mean, I've probably done 150 strat undead runs. Yeah, I got it, but it didn't come easy. It wasn't like, oh, hey, check it out, first run, look what dropped. Right, like, none of that. Bone Reaver's Edge, holy hell, Bone Reaver's Edge. I passed one. I passed a Bone Reaver's Edge, thinking, oh, it's fine, I've got Fell Striker, I'll just get the next one. The next one didn't drop for a year. Like, we didn't see a Bone Reaver's Edge. The guild did not see a Bone Reaver's Edge for an entire year. And then I finally got it, and I just absolutely wrecked face with it.
Dude, that's fucking...
I put that sword to good use.
Gold right there. That's blast.
I wonder if they up the drop rate because the server's coming in. Whatever, it's just trash shit.
Yeah. If that was the case, you know, Vulcan would make a team and fucking...
Yeah, so like nothing has
I
come
wanna try
easily to
get
this
one of those daggers
character.
on my road.
Everything has been a grind. Everything I've had to work for.
I mean, we can do it in the
I've
clear
really put in the time on it.
dual packs on the outer ring. That's pretty easy. Bunch of shackles and do it one at a time.
If you want to know how much time I put in on it,
Bunch of shackles for a lot of shit.
let's find out. So my slash played on this character alone is 132 days and 6 hours. That's 132 24-hour days.
Tony, is your priest over here as well?
It's 132 times 24.
If you want to take off it after, we could use this priest.
132 times 24. Yeah, so I've logged over 3,000 hours onto this character.
Don't use Severus.
This character.
Put Soulstone on Gad and
Pyro.
That's just this character. Yeah, you rated Kronos on there for 6 months, never saw BR either. Yeah, right? Like, so why don't I have KT weapons? Well, who'da thunk, right? This character is cursed. I like to pretend that it's the curse of pop, block, and drop because the GMs hated him so much that they just cursed me. Like, what? You're friends with that guy?
New casters, the boss does a shout. That if you're in line of sight
Like we've
of
been
him,
doing
he'll do damage
Encourage.
proportional to the amount of mana
We've been doing Encourage every week for the past
he's
3
kill you.
months ish. No, maybe not quite that. Maybe 2.5 months. So we've done like 10 resets maybe, and have not seen Badge of the Swarm Guard once. Haven't even seen it. It's not that we've seen it and have lost a roll on it. We haven't even seen it.
Ready? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, go ahead right now. No blood rage. Click it off. You got it up.
Okay, here we go, boys.
Shout in 5.
Hug the wall for sure. And Bobo hug this wall kinda.
Yeah.
Drop the star. That means pick it
The
up.
star.
Star.
Stars in.
Not resistant, sorry. Everyone try and pick up the ones that break.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. That's...
Got to be our
loose.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh my god, Morgan, save.
Yes,
Alright,
smack. I know that you were talking about the other thing
Perfect.
when I smacked my hands, but yes, smack is correct. It feels bad.
This big heal's on me. I'm not sure what the cooldown of the other ones are, but this is the only one left.
Moo, when you get a second, put Fairy Fire on the boss.
I guess I technically had time to hit a limited vulnerability potion, but
Shot 5.
5.
Okay, walling now.
I think everybody can see that I've been up at the top all raid long. Speaking of smack. Speaking of smack. Where is Mr. Claus? Mr. Pointy is taking a snooze.
Shout in 5.
He's taking a snooze. And thank God he is. I don't know, I might actually just call him Nightmare. I think I might actually just name him Nightmare. Because he is such a fucking nightmare.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it. Fuck yes, dude. I'm done, dude. I quit. I retired.
This fucker's got shield wall up, doesn't he?
Thank you, seriously. Everyone that fucking held back, like, fucking open trade right.
So did you Shadowburn like right before you died?
Yeah, I took your advice. Good shit, dude.
So he also kind of cheesed the meters there, because if we come over here to the max hit list, yeah, I guess they were running out anyway. I got a lot of use out of them. That's okay. I got a lot of
You
use out
guys
of them.
keep opening and canceling.
So this is the max hit list. So Kuro Shorty just hit for 104,000.
Everyone else can move up. Rebuff those poor souls that died.
I'm gonna...
I could die.
Get the fuck out of here, Spot.
Oh, I did it.
Hey, I can hit 3 mobs.
I know. 1 week. I did trade you already.
Pulling staffs. I'm gonna pull spell into Vesuvius' turn.
I don't know what he's gonna trade me, but I'm gonna take it. He gave me 5 gold? Okay. Alright, whatever.
Seriously though, everyone that withheld, I appreciate you a lot. That was like legitimately the fucking
Oh, we'll go
crux.
back to Spider.
Thank you all so much.
I'd just like to point out that he hit for 104,000.
Yeah, that Shadowburn crit, dude. So that's a fucking juicer right there.
That is easily the biggest hit I have ever seen in vanilla.
I mean, doesn't it filter out all the damage from the ads? Well,
No, it doesn't. There's a brief window that you get in, and that's how everyone parses on this fight.
pretty sure the cleaner hits harder, but
Well, from a player.
Yeah, I suppose it was really only about 15 minutes of buff left on there. So it's kind of a whatever.
Almost wiped on that fight. Holy shit, dude.
But that would be one more boss fight, right? I mean, that would get me through Noth.
Does that mean I can
That would have
stop
been nice.
calling you the number whatever warlock now?
What did he hit for that much? I think he hit one of the understudies. So right when you kill Resuvius, all the understudies take like 1,000% extra damage or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is why you can sapper charge. Like the moment the boss dies, you hit a sapper charge, and it does like 60,000 damage to each of the 4 targets, and like kills them instantly because they have unbalancing strike or something. But apparently, if you use Shadow Burn and it crits, apparently you can hit for 104,000.
I'll just hit a new person once we get to the boss for Tony.
Now I can test my damage versus the stranger. Yeah. Oh, polymorphed. Polymorphed. Well, you know the raid logs are gonna have it all. They're gonna have it broken down by fight and including trash. Like you're gonna be able to see all the breakdown of everything. So it is gonna be kind of fun to check that out after this raid and see where I land on a couple of those things. Like Cathario's been beating me pretty consistently, but I want to know by how much and on which bosses, because I feel like maybe I pulled ahead on a couple of bosses. I didn't on Grobulus. I know I didn't on Grobulus.
Oh, it's got defense. Guys, try not to hit the thing that we're CCing, you know?
Yeah, Cryptic should also beat me with those weapons, but I think he showed up late or something. He also got some buffs dispelled.
Wait, who's the person that said they would collect
there
the scraps earlier?
There was a priest that was just screwing around in Orgrimmar and just dispelling people for fun, because apparently that's fun or something.
It's evading us. Oh shit.
Oh.
Kill X. Ah, fuck. Kill X still. You don't want to use a Shadow Pot, maybe? To be honest? Quick, guys, kill. How did it evade? What the fuck?
Who was it evading?
But he was just on. He's with us.
You know what? I think it's that circular platform.
Stay to the right.
We've never
Stay to the right.
Yeah, no, you're right. Cryptic should beat me with those weapons. He absolutely should. No, I don't think the plan is for a full clear tonight because we've only got 1 more hour of raid time left. So, what are we going to be doing?
Do you own my
We're doing
imp over
Gothic.
on,
We might run
other
4
side,
horsemen.
or-
We might do 4 horsemen right now.
Okay, I'm gonna
I don't
move
know.
over there then. Any
But then we're going to do
specific-
Spider
just like the
Wings. So
back
usually
corner?
we leave 4 horsemen, Saffron and Kel'Thuzad for the following raid.
Just right in the middle, it's fine.
For the following
It's gonna be
raid
the
night,
Cryptic
which is
on
Monday.
the living side.
So that's why Monday is like the cleanup night.
Well,
But
I'll
the
drop
last
it on
couple
this
of weeks we've been able to get 4 horsemen as well, leaving just Saffron and KT. Hell, if we go fast enough, we can do Spider in less than half an hour with the invisibility skip. So, hell, if we go
so it
fast
looks
enough,
like
yeah,
we
we
just
might
said-
be able to full clear it tonight in 3
You guys should
hours.
have 7 healers on
I'm not
that
really
side.
sure.
We've got 6 healers, 7 healers on living side. Should be easy.
That would be really cool if we could do it in one night. I would be very happy with that.
We need to go over the strat for priests right at all, or
I have all the experience pre-shackling gathered, so not
And I feel like, you know, the more efficiently and the better that you run the raid, the better gear you should get out of it.
Warlock
But,
mage
you know, that's just,
trade me.
it's kind of a whatever.
Take Thunderclamp for 1 and pop it.
That's kind of a subjective thing. The better
So all the
gear,
melee are
whatever.
on the far side.
tanking on this dead side is also soulless.
What side is Bobo gonna be on? Should give this to Disha actually. Okay, so priests are following.
Yeah, I mean there are those super try-hard guilds that are able to do that stuff, but those kind of guilds were probably doing it on a player test realm before it even came out on your server.
Okay, melee side, remember we gotta kick the rider. Don't die, don't get too far out. Keep things away from the healer.
We have soulstones and any of these priests. Are all the druids on the melee side?
They are. We should soulstone some of them. It's just a 7/7 healing split right now.
Soulstones aren't cool though.
I would take.
I mean, we could trade like the shed for a druid or something if you want.
Yeah, they were on private server practicing for 2 weeks. Yeah, that makes perfect
You don't
sense.
think we can give you a druid?
They'll do that kind of stuff.
I mean, we got. Oh, maybe we could take a druid.
Actually, let's do that. Let's take the Shet and let's send Aga over there.
Okay. So Deshet, you're going to the other side, and Aga, you come over here. All right, eat food. Let's get rid of the pool here. Mana looks good. Coming.
Okay, alright.
Ooh, double trap, dude. I'm liking this double hunter shit, man.
Guess I'll take force. You take rider.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really surprise me. Some of the try-hard guilds, they do that kind of stuff where they're going to be doing stuff on private servers or player test realms or whatever beforehand to get the practice in. Like, my guild for Classic right now is doing the same thing. They were running Molten Core and getting a whole bunch of new people who've never raided before and have no idea what they're doing to learn all of the Molten Core fights and the trash and the everything.
For the damn good looking.
Hey, man.
Got a priest on the wrong side here.
No, we sent him over.
That's on purpose, Peter.
Yeah, blue.
Hey, man. You popped Ren for us on Monday. Coming to Nax on Wednesday, baby. All the days.
Bye. Only an RSA.
Cutter is the progression fun. Yeah, I get that because it's like you already did the progression on the test realm when there's no actual reward for it. Right? Like, you don't get to keep any of the stuff.
Tony changed back to his chair, right?
It's kind of dumb.
Killing so fast I can't.
You're doing the same number of wipes. It's just a matter of when you're doing them, right? Like, I completely agree. I think it's kind of frustrating
Yes, I got fire.
when they have mandatory. Like, if you want to do it, okay, cool. And it can actually be really helpful a little bit on some stuff. Like, we did that when my guild first did Naxxramas because everybody was dying on Hygen. Right, but we went in live. We went in live on Hygen, and everybody was dying to the dance because nobody knew where the safe spots were or whatever. So we went on a private server, enabled God mode, so you can't die, and then you can still see in the combat log like whether or not you got ticked for the amount of damage from the eruption. But you got to figure out where you're supposed to go because you can see it and you don't just instantly die and don't really know what happened. So I mean, like, there are reasons. There are reasons to do it, reasons not to do it. I don't know.
Can't rider.
Melee rider.
Shadow purple. Yeah, shadow purple. Chill.
Go Wester.
Okay, I'll run on.
Run towards us. Run towards us. You have one of them.
Just ready to take a health pot now.
Yeah, Cthulhu positioning, like that would be really, really useful for Cthulhu positioning and the entrance.
Yeah, it kills.
Like this guild, or I mean, like these guys, we've been using the conga line method, which has been working out really quite well. We haven't had a wipe on the pole for Cthulhu yet. Whereas in Omen, the strat we were trying was everybody runs in all at the same time and stay as a group, and then the person who gets the target needs to run out of the group, and that just left so much room for error, and it made it really difficult.
We're fine.
Like more difficult than it needed to be.
Let me just tank that one.
Why is this so hard? Like, why do we have so many ads up all the time? This is strange. This isn't right. Like, we should be killing stuff faster than this.
Rider melee. Okay.
Recast the boss. Good job.
Did you do it on 6 seconds?
May as well res lambs. You can res lamb shadow.
Melee can move over here.
Whoever has.
Shadow comes down, I would. Can melee get to the middle? And let's let this fucker have it.
Get fairy fire on him too. Full debuffs for the melee.
Who's stealing
Bishak Alex.
Sorry. This guy needs to start. You got incoming one mob. Thanks. One death knight.
Let them have it. Let them have it.
You're gonna have to kick it. Boss isn't dead yet, guys.
Boss is dead.
Boss is dead.
Now let's kill him.
Same loot every week.
Oh, hey, look, it's the boots of displacement.
You don't say.
Hog.
I mean, this guy's loot is worthless though, right? Except for the bracelet.
This is these boots are dope for Lafortius actually versus.
Displeasement.
Dude, I want a fucking shark.
Look at Lafortius. Dude, I think they're your weakest slots.
Those travelers
Wow.
boots took you to where you needed to be.
It took him to Nats.
Yeah, bro.
My man traveled in that. He's ready.
Those boots are meant for walk.
Just, yeah, straight into RSA's
I think we're going spider. We just got a lot of new people tonight, so we would probably.
Okay, do not pull the trash group here.
This is Don't Mind Me. Should I log back in?
Yeah, we should
He's
get him.
good, but we have to figure out who to sub out. You need to, I think we should grab you on your shaman for Spiderwind for sure.
Yep.
Is there any, I guess anybody that doesn't
We
have
could
to
draw a priest or a druid, because we got 14 healers right now.
Hot mic.
Yo.
Yeah, don't mind me, your mic is,
Real quick though, if someone
all the
new,
way in there.
if someone new is coming into Nax, can you bring demonic figures, please? I'm gonna need them for Mexina. Just realized I don't have.
We never made the raid chat, but
We are all in general.
The log is safe, sir.
Yes. Love you.
The log is safe.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
fucking
Please tell me someone got that.
I didn't
What
get
are
it,
they?
but it was
Gandalf.
funny.
Thank you.
Alright, any melee that doesn't need Echoes of War, if you like dropping it, no. Not a big deal.
Tony is the keeper of all memes.
His reflexes are too fast and he'll be catching up.
Alright, there you go. Soul City.
That's
Right,
how we.
I need a mage to stop running backwards, Spider-Man, and just give me control. Please.
Where are you?
I'm underneath the battlefield. Stop, make a port.
I'm kind of behind, so I'll go and do it.
Creepy's doing it.
I'm
He's
coming
up
to
top,
Anthony.
top of the ramp.
Thank you.
Hey Tony, when you come back, can you bring 2 demonic figures?
My character's already parked. That's
okay.
Oh, whatever. That's fine.
Anyone wants
Sounds
something in
loud.
there? To be honest, I've lived. Oh, Flinch has them? Okay. I was about to say, I'm gonna hurt and get something. If not.
Exactly. Synchronize, I just go do the new thing now, but it's good for that.
Solace is not.
I think you need to type some stuff, right?
Move in, hug left. But no, we were gonna get kill it. We'll kill it second.
Get your elixirs on your bars.
So let's summon Tony, please.
I don't need it.
We got Don't Mind Me back in and Duck Solace.
Yeah. Did we lose a Shannon?
Yeah, we lost on the clock.
Oh. Fuck no, we get her.
We need Thunder.
Alright. Alright. Whatever. Mephisto, you're fighting move, or you're fighting circle, Mephisto. Vulcan's on star. You guys are just gonna run up and go back the way we just can't go. Go back towards the dudes.
Kip does still have rallying cry.
Everyone else in targets.
He's gotta have like 1 minute on him.
Yeah, Mephisto's AFK. Not gonna get a port for Solace.
Larry?
I got both.
Oh, I heard it, dude.
You lost him.
I think I'm not. I think I'm in a false group. You need to manually cleanse poison. Group 1. They're not getting my poison once totem.
I think we were.
Fine.
I'm gonna boot
Souls just needs support, I guess. Oh my god, you're telling me we didn't get the person that needs these for his quest back in? We started pulling them?
Oh no.
That's fucking retarded.
Okay, you get it next week.
There's like 3 resets left on the whole server. Kind of a big deal.
I'm pretty worried about it.
Make a port so Solus can leave. All mages, start casting a port right now.
Oh.
I mean, if you everyone thinks everyone else is gonna do it, no one does it. So you might as well have 5 fucking ports rather than 0.
That's right, they can get all their tokens with this reset, and then they can do
Solace and his fucking reindeer.
Well, that was shitty.
I'm logging on to save my boss.
Alright, it's fixed.
Folks, give me that juicy link so I can fucking bang my hate.
It's not uploaded yet.
Here, Res Vulcan.
Save. It only
Oh, oh nice. Oh, that vanished.
Okay, Mephisto, you're on circle again. You're kiting, follow Vulcan. Vulcan's back. Alright, you good? All you need to do is shoot star. Alright, Ink.
Curse.
You crashed? Star.
Why'd you change it? Always on circle.
I think you're always on star.
Shit, Hunter.
Yeah, nothing worse than not moisturized lips. Gotta keep them nice and soft.
Alright, same kite targets. Ink, same kite targets.
Yeah.
You're on star?
No, I'm on circle like I just fucking told you. I just told him I'm always on circle.
Yeah,
Does.
what the hell?
I'm always on circle.
Raid leader said
I don't
what the raid leader said.
Eyebrow wiggle, huh?
Circle back your head.
Alright, sorry.
Free rage.
Alright, check your second round. We'll do, who on skull? Western on X.
What the hell?
Vulcan on star.
I'm moving Vulcan. Alright. Use timer.
Killing me.
For so long.
Let's get debuffs on the boss.
Yeah, please.
Good scabs.
Getting right in that bug butt. Getting in 'em. Let's get it, boys.
Be ready to run.
Stay. Be ready, but stay.
Run.
Get out, get out.
Come on. Ah, boo. 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 I probably could have fapped there, but I didn't. Missed opportunities. Okay, we're gonna save recklessness right here because we're gonna take less than 30 minutes to get to Mexna. Oh, Crypt Fiend Silk Cloak! Come on!
Okay, we're gonna do skitters, and then we're gonna skip the next groovy round.
Come on, tell me nobody needs it. Tell me nobody needs it. Oh!
Somebody needs a challenging.
I did. Kill this shit quick. Challenge with around.
Oh.
Poor everybody.
I look away for 10 seconds. You guys do this.
I got one heal off on you. Didn't do a thing.
Probably should have just used my Beerus on Morgan.
Oh, I think we just pulled before anybody was ready, and Morgan just died. I saw his sapper go off, and I was like, oh, well, if his sapper went off, then there's no way I'm gonna pull threat because he's in defensive. Yes! Fuck yes! That's a Crypt Fiend Silk Cloak. That is the best slot tank piece. That is end game gear. That is end game gear right there. That is what I am talking about.
Yeah, we'll give it a sec.
Okay, so that means that there's... What the hell else do I even need in this game? There's not a lot. So if I got that piece, it means the only other thing that I need is from Noth, right? I need Hatchet of Sundered Bone, or not Hatchet of Sundered Bone, and instead I need Gressel, Hungry Cold, Might of Menethil. I need these three pieces. Got this one. Yeah, so I need 3 Saffron. What do I need from Saffron? Got it. I wouldn't mind taking that. I wouldn't mind taking that. And I want that. So, what's that? 6, 7, 8 total things that I could even want left in this game.
Come on, man.
8 things.
Alright, Mikasa, what you're
And
gonna
then
do,
I will be
you're gonna set
full
your pet on stay
best in
right
slot.
around
Well, 9
here,
things. There are a couple of things in AQ that I might want.
towards tell it to attack skull, and as soon as it enters the room, you're gonna be on the ramp back towards the middle, and you just need to start running towards the Zubians.
Yeah, but there, I sappered there because I saw Morgan sapper, and I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to pull thread. If he sappered, that means that he's got it, and nothing I'm going to do is going to take it off him.
And you can go ahead and get a little bit further away from your pet.
Fuck, yeah, though, that's good. That is so good. And it looks cool, too. It looks cool. I always hide my cloak, though.
Towards one of the links we cleared, and then there's something
Oh, we're going.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Hey, look who got those groups.
Not shit, Hunter.
This album isn't as good as Wisconsin Death Trip.
Let him go. Just let him go. We'll take the skitters first. You can go more space through.
Yeah, that's definitely Abyss Cloak. I know that Morgan uses Cloak the Golden Hive for his Furies tank set.
5, 7, 8 druids.
I like how you were
Copy modem when you see poison.
Morgan was drawing a do not pass line with his back one.
That skitter was on both next to left.
Deshek, get in here. Deshek, get in here.
Deshek, get in
Let
here.
him die. Just let him die. Stay away from him. Let him die.
Just check, you got it. Okay, but really cold, man.
Cleanse, cleanse.
Woo! That got pretty spicy.
When, yeah. Shaman
I
here.
still really like the look of the Onyxia scale cloak. I think that
Oh, well,
is
you're our only
a best in slot
poison
look
totem, and we all stay
for
alive.
a cloak.
You're poison.
So yeah, you spam Shaman on those groups, you just spam poison flip and totem. The healing will be taken care of all three. We'll have like remove an 8 on group 5.
That
Shadow Warrior
looks awesome.
rolling on group 7 and Ega group 8.
I already had that established.
is
but
with this?
Everybody freaked out on Deshek. So.
Yeah, this just is not as good. Yeah, but look at that cloak. That looks awesome. Come on. This is going to be my week. We're going to get everything. We're going to get all the things that I want. All of the things that I want are coming this week. Power of positive thinking. Or something. Oh, this one's good.
Alright, we're gonna bait the charge. Alright, here we go. Incoming. Get rid of cleanse.
Oh! What was that? What did I die to?
You got it, Bobo. Keep got him, baby.
I didn't get to the comment log fast enough. Or to the combat log. Fuck. It wasn't a hit though. I didn't pull aggro.
Alright, stay back here. I'll pull this getter.
It's always this room. This room just kills me so many times.
Make sure you get a few shards here if you don't have a lot already.
Alright, so hit this on triangle will do Vivictus on star, lambs on circle, and I guess we'll do purple. Agents, let's do slugs on X, pyro on square, and Bebe on. So we're gonna precast them, we're gonna back up so we don't need to pull here and a timer. Alright, back it up, back it up.
Hey,
Back up,
Lift,
back up,
you need to bring
back
that guy back.
Back up.
Yeah, you gotta let him be in the group. Sorry, man.
This is all far forward. Yeah, we'll do a nasty knockdown.
All that Earthshaker stuff.
Good job. Here's timer.
This is where you use Earthshake.
show enemy health bars. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It doesn't really matter to me because, like, it makes it hard to see the marks. You see that? Like how they all get pushed all over the place, and if there are like 15 or 20 things on top of each other, it's really hard to like see where your mark is because it's not over their head, as opposed to that where I know exactly where it is. So I mean, it helps and it doesn't. Little of both.
Alright, here's timer.
I don't think there's really a right or wrong way to do it.
West Wind is your stop vote?
Yep.
Then I'll get the last one.
Here we go.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Do stop.
That's what happens when you feign too early as a hunter.
Yeah, I mean this lets me keep track of where my target is, and since I literally don't need to care about the health bars of any of the other ones,
God damn it, freak.
So I don't know which one.
it's
which
kind of
one
a
that
whatever.
was, but you gotta make sure you don't feign too early.
I just need to make sure that the target for Star is on me. That's my job right here.
It's too late. The damage is already done to him.
Minus motion.
Eat a pizza, you'll feel better.
Okay. Guys doing MC, stay away from moon, there's rain of fire. We'll do brutality on skull, western on X. Lambs, can you take circle, purple, and triangle? So
All right, here we go.
Triangle, just go full meatball.
These guys aren't undead.
Does kill skull, X, and then square.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here's timer. Take heals on this.
What? What the? Oh,
Fever
come
anyway,
on.
guys. Let Lambs do that.
Here now.
Okay, calm the score.
Whatever. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be finishing this up in a minute.
Two resist. Fucking killing me.
Mad foggers.
That's what the
I
ring-
am mad.
has 15 minutes left in range. We will skip most of the trash. We have one pack. And then we'll summon with the last boss. Kill it. Get out of here.
Slam my dick.
Yes.
Hey, real quick, as you're following the train of people, hug to the right. We're skipping the group. Hug to the left. Alright, for this pull, Lamb's take skull. Big star. Away from the group.
It does call for booze, but I didn't get booze.
Morgan, can I
We're
buy a
already at the end of
chaperone
the
for
raid, so
Maxine
it
when we
doesn't.
get there?
Sure.
Mopars.
No, just mud damage. Just
Mud damage.
Mapars.
Oh, he'll grip.
You were further back, maybe you're range. I kind of got. Yeah. Yeah, but
You were also too close, Trip, to the one of Morgan's tanking. You were probably gonna hit my needles.
I can check that. Yeah. Yeah. You got hit by Spike Molly.
Pulling for the back.
I need a large invis.
Sleep's gotta go.
Maybe it does call for booze. I don't know. We're gonna be logging out here for a minute while they do the invisibility skip. So what they're doing is they're gonna skip all of this trash. There's this room, and then there's a next room, and then there's a hallway, and then there's the boss. And you can skip all of it if you have the Gnomish cloaking device trinket, for one, and then two, an 18-second invisibility potion. You can just run through all of it.
Are we all here?
I bet it would be even really good if you use that in conjunction with the nifty stopwatch.
Yes.
You could probably get really, really far with it.
Actually, I can jump ahead when I drink that.
Alright, is everyone up here ready? I'm gonna count it down.
You guys got the pots, right?
I wonder if I even have
Morgan counted down.
whiskey. Should find out.
Kinda
Is dual MSA best in slot for a Fury Warrior? No. No, it is not. It's good. It's not best in slot. Best in slot is Gressel main hand and the Hungering Cold offhand. The hell I don't drink whiskey. Yes, I do. What? Yeah. So Gressel Hungering Cold. I'm planning to go with Gressel Thunder Fury.
Easy, boys, easy.
That's because you haven't watched my stream enough. No, but I'm planning to go Gressel Thunder Fury with Edgemaster's Handguards. The other best in slot for Orc would be Hatchet of Sundered Bone main hand and the Blessed Karaji War Axe offhand, because they're the same speed. That's the other really good one.
Yeah, Dragon.
Warlocks, well, in a minute. I go piss till potion's ready.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go see if I do have any whiskey, and I will be back in a minute. I probably don't, though. Hey, bud. You're awake.
And we don't have the figurine, right?
We do.
We do.
Oh.
Lynch had it.
Never leave home without it.
summons are about to go out.
Yep, that's right. The Kel'Thuzad eye drops are going to be the best in slot.
I got hope.
Also, hell yeah, I drink whiskey. There you go. I am so smart because I remembered to pick up whiskey when I was at the liquor store last time. This is some tin cup. Some good old Colorado whiskey right there. Cheers. I think my my favorite sipping whiskey though is Woodford Reserve. I really like that one. I like vodka too.
Damn,
I need to drink vodka so that I can keep my girlish figure. Yep. Woodford is probably my go-to pick if I'm gonna drink like a whiskey straight or on the rocks. You know, I never really liked Bullet. I mean, like a lot of people do. A lot of people love it. They swear by it, and I don't know what it is about it, but it just doesn't do it for me. It's like there's a really strong pepper note to the Bullet whiskeys, and it's I don't know, something about it doesn't do it for me.
Feels pretty good to not have traveler's boots in.
Not bad, dude.
You traveled here with him, man.
You did, dude.
Don't feel too bad. Like 2 years ago, I was wearing a
Yeah, their bourbon is a little better than the rye, but it's still the same kind of thing.
Don't stress too much.
Is that the one from Martin?
Yes.
Maker's Mark is solid,
30 spell power
but Maker's Mark will
That's a real commitment right there.
it
Dude,
will
I had
fuck
a
you up
Skullforged
sometimes.
Reaver from my first Nefarian
Like,
kill.
oh man, it's a good sour mash.
And they just wanted to kick me
Like,
for the debuff.
As long as it's a fucking... As long as it's an upgrade, man, don't stress. You get the moment now about how you had traveler's boots in Naxxramas.
Is this everyone now?
There's still a few people back here when I got
There's a bunch of people back here. So.
But 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, don't summon cryptics though.
Thanks, Els, for coming.
Just don't at all.
I don't like you,
Damn.
Unfortunately, Kuro will be unable
Alright,
to
so
click
this is
today.
probably going to be the last boss
you
that
want me
we
to
do
click,
tonight.
you want me
In
to
fact,
summon
no,
it?
this is definitely going to be the
Let's
last boss that we do tonight. We're
Sleep
almost out of
lower,
time.
remember
Which means that we're going to pull out all the stops. But it also means that there's no sense in reflasking because I'll just waste 2 hours of flask.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, I need 4 willing volunteers to place their hand upon the boss. But know this, one of you shall die.
I will do it.
Dragonlings, guys, if you don't have mine
You have
yet.
my axe.
Click box, summon
Alright.
spawns. Your demons just
Click in the
are
box.
Yeah, there's no Andric to die.
I'm
so
gonna die.
who's
I'm gonna
be?
die.
Don't
It's
kill
gonna
the
be me.
fucking demon, please.
Yeah!
Let's
Yeah!
go.
It was, yeah!
Go down.
Not
Don't kill it.
because he's
No, don't kill it.
Mother.
Thank you.
I don't know why anybody even
I called it. I called it. You all saw it.
Like, yeah, really smart.
You
Yeah,
all saw
fuck
me
it.
call it.
Yeah, Juju might. Juju strength.
Wow.
Nature let's do this.
Yeah,
And
Juju
I'll-
Battle shout.
as payment.
weapon got
Eat
mad damage on it now.
The high key that actually helps the health buffs.
No, Dragon Link.
Oh fuck.
Oh Jesus, it's done.
We resetting?
Go.
No,
Go, Pepple. Go, 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 go.
Yo, Morgan.
Okay, me and Creepy go
Well,
on
that's
the,
fun.
near the door side.
Oh,
and
shit.
Feifei go in the middle.
Let's
with
just
Web,
hope we don't wipe.
And Pyrotechnic on the left hand side with Newton Mage doing the cocoons.
The other warlocks make it in.
Break him out.
Spiders, move first. Move first. Come on.
Screw up. You need to see our
Motherfucker.
someone.
Web
I'll
spray
get
in
next.
3. Hot, hot,
Alright, I'll get it.
Oh boy. Ready for hots.
Oh, yeah, it's up. It's up.
That's him, isn't it? That's Western Legend.
Yeah, there's no hots.
Yep, there he is.
Yo,
There's
Morgan.
Storm King.
Nice day.
Alright, I've got these spiders. I wasn't able to get the break.
Cocoons.
Can we switch Vivictus and Western Legend? Because he's outside.
Me and Bill mind.
Web spray in 5 seconds.
you-
Hots, hots, hots.
Possible some of the combo.
Get hot on Morgan. Get hot on Morgan. Now, 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 now.
Oh my god! Where the hell did this come from?
What the
Oh, they're
fuck?
going away. They're going away. They're going away. They're going away. We're good. We're good. We're good.
No,
You got
there's
poison.
No, they're not.
We are
No, they're
getting
not.
the wall, get
What the hell just happened there?
What the fuck?
There's a Doom Guard running after him. Look, there's a Doom Guard flying back with that.
No, it's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
God, make some
Fuck
going
happened.
Alright, on quick.
Going to the stranger.
No, no, not yet.
Somebody
Relax,
clip that.
relax.
Somebody should go clip
Yeah,
that
Doom
whole
Guard's
thing.
hanging out
That is
outside.
just ridiculous.
Dude, we get a fucking
How did the boss get
stranger
pulled?
needs to go run into trash and die.
A chicken.
that was
I've-
Dragon.
I've
Link.
died 6
Was not bad
times
at-
on
There's a
this
couple,
on this run.
Spiderlings still up. Here. How do we get the
Where the fuck did my ex-name even go?
That's
Going to the stranger, he needs to go die.
Morgan, are we walking in or what?
Oh, he's dying now.
oh, he gonna die.
No, no.
Oh, he gonna die.
Okay.
But we're waiting on the spiderlings to despawn, I guess.
Well, they went for the stranger. Where
Oh,
was
it
he
wiped
at?
my max hit list.
I'm assuming he
No.
tried to run away
Oh.
when we.
No, it
pulled
looked like we had a
in.
couple people not get summoned, not realizing that we summoned past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I
don't
think somehow it
play
must have
with
been
the
people
wires.
that didn't get summoned
please.
but got put into combat.
Oh my god, he's a nightmare.
Maybe they.
How did it pull the other trap? Oh, does it attack them?
So what's
I
the
don't know,
plan?
Like, try to
Are we-
web one of them.
No.
Okay,
We're
Maxon's
gonna
coming
res
back
here
now.
because if we don't, then we have to do the
Maxon's
trash
we
skip
got some
again.
little spiders on the ground here.
Yo, they're looking
Okay,
at you.
the room is open, and
now
spiders
Soul's-
are gone.
They're gone.
Do we
Oh, dude,
have a
this is because
soulstone?
my Doom
Okay.
Guard is still up. This is so lit.
Oh, if they're looking at me, then they're not actually there. 'Cause
No,
there's
I mean,
spiders.
they weren't even really. They
As
were
a
just
future
grazing in your
classic
direction,
hunter,
not
this
in you.
DPS meter is sad. What do you
Just
what do you
don't
mean?
go near
You think you're
square.
gonna be topping meters as a hunter?
Oh
I'm
my
not.
God,
I don't
such a rare
understand
sight. A wild Caddington out of Shadowfell.
what the issue is there.
Missing
so-
the bait.
So one of the things, guys, is also don't pop your trinkets until Morgan says use trinkets. It's to prevent exactly what just happened.
What it will also prevent what just happened is not right-clicking the boss when you pop your trinket.
Yeah, your pet will think you're in combat.
Yeah, what's
and
what
start
are you
to
talking
fight.
about,
Yeah, so
Visser?
do both of those things.
You talking about like these two down here?
Yeah, I mean, this wife is on that one.
And how they're so
Dragon
low
Link
on the meters?
owner.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like I think what happened is Don't Mind Me tried to run to us or something, and there must be a global combat mob or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll get everyone here this time. Let's get it done. We're gonna go over a few minutes now. Everyone
Okay,
help
yeah.
res. As soon as you have enough mana to res one person.
Well,
do
yeah,
it
that's
so
because
they can start
in
drinking as well.
vanilla
we'll get
there
the
are
Doom
some
Guard right
classes
before
that
the
are
call.
just significantly better at DPS. They're significantly better suited for it. Like
Impressive,
hunters don't
right?
do
'Cause
damage.
we
They have
could've
other
done it
jobs.
if all that
Hunters
trash
are
was
for
gone.
pulling and for kiting. Like that's
Oh, yeah, I think we
basically what
actually
they
had it
do.
minus the
They don't stand still
Yeah,
at
like, what was
DPS.
that
They're never
trash
gonna
about?
output as much
I think it's
damage
movie
as
training.
like Fury Warriors and Rogues. And Warlocks are
Vulcan
way up
didn't
there
kite
too.
it right.
But
He
like
was on
Shadow
Warlock
Priest,
style.
Caddington's a Shadow Priest, but Shadow Priest just doesn't do as much damage. Like period.
You're
Like
saying
it
if
just
trash
won't.
got pulled
It just
somehow,
in
we
general
would have had
will
that
not.
aggro still.
If it was global,
The
was one of
best
those packs.
Shadow Priest. The best Shadow Priest will never beat
And then it would have
Did-
just chain pulled everything.
like the
yeah.
best Fury
So who
Warrior.
was out there?
Like
Don't
they
mind
just
me and
they're
look
just
at this.
the ceiling is lower
I think it was
than a Fury Warrior's ceiling.
and I think
Right?
the
So
stream
even if you're the best of what you do, you're still capped here, whereas Fury Warrior has all this additional room
All the shit had to come
to be that much better, right? So I mean, it's like
Well, if he vanished
some things
at
just
the
aren't
start,
suited
then it
for
would've
it,
came down.
and hunters have other jobs. It's not that they're not useful.
And then it would have
it's
had to run all the way
that-
back to
it's
where
that
he
they have
was.
other jobs.
So I don't know.
Does anyone have a firepower elixir you can buy?
Yeah, I mean, when boss combat starts, the doors close. Like, nobody can get in here, so don't run through the instance and wipe us trying to get in here.
Thanks, Faye.
Anytime, bud. Yeah, like there's a ceiling on
Alright,
it.
guys, good
and-
attempt. That was just some bad RNG.
You know what, I want to go back
tried
to Static X, but I want
Better
different
heals on
Static
Morgan.
X.
He
I didn't really like
basically
that
died
album.
too.
He needed.
Got 3 druids.
He needed hots.
No priest gets
We
no
already
no
listened to
priest
all
put
that
a
stuff,
hot
though.
on him.
We already listened to Wisconsin Death Trip. We already listened to
didn't
Skinny Man.
synchronize
We
the
already
trinket
listened
back.
to.
Okay. Do we have everyone now? Or is Els here? Yeah, Els
He's here, yeah.
Okay, and
They're all
Strength
Curse of
is
Shadows
on
want
someone
Lady
else. Let's
Gaga.
just go get
Okay,
the
all right.
Doomguard,
Which
and then
one?
Let's get ready.
Pick one.
Everybody buff Doomguard.
That'll check in.
Dude, Els is the Curse of Shadows.
Lady.
Lord.
Oh,
Fucking
Guys, we're missing a
change
lot
your
of
name in Discord.
consumes, guys. It's one fight, but it helps.
Hell yeah, everyone fucking pop cons.
If you got any other trinkets, I'm gonna give Navarre a second. Drink, quick. Okay, start a new drink, and you can just drink for the first second, Navarre. Pop trinkets. Alright,
Wait,
going.
wait.
3, 2, 1, here we go.
Fucker. God damn it. Why did you do that?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
So it made you same.
By popular request. Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I hope this doesn't get my stream banned because she's so popular.
Alright, let's move yours on the first.
I'm on the wall. I'm on the wall.
Western Air first fighters.
Yeah.
Get the cocoons, guys. Get the cocoons.
Web spray in 5. Ready? Hot. Web spray.
They don't call me Bay Victus for nothing.
Spider up. Can't be doing that.
Where?
Bonu Fefe.
I'll get this one.
2 second shoulders. No stop it.
Oh wait, no, I've got 3 minutes on my cooldown.
No!
Okay,
No!
Victus, can you challenge shout lip?
Nope, I am walled. I'm on the wall.
Okay, Cryptic.
Everyone just lip.
I'll just do what I can to try and make sure none
Everyone
of them
just lip and kill
I
him.
don't have anything.
Kill him. Web spray in 3. Hots.
The web wrap on the ground.
Yeah, that's an odd spot for a web rep.
Alright, I think we handled the spiders well there. Good job, boys.
Cack is out now.
Okay, she's about to enrage, so healers heavier heals on Morgan.
Okay, guys, it's time our cooldowns.
Oh, fairy fire the boss.
Yes.
Uh,
Spiders in 5, get ready, boys.
no, we don't want to do that yet. We want to do cooldowns
Got it,
after the web wrap.
Limbs.
just bark skin hurricane. Okay.
Okay, web spray in 3. Hots.
Oh shit, maybe I should have. Fuck.
Do something fierce, Morgan.
I got nothing. I'm in full
Oh, dude,
default
I'm
gear.
fucked.
Oh.
Drop.
Got him.
Ooh!
Great play.
Wraithblade, that's good shit.
Okay, let's get a port for those that need to go. Thanks for staying over, boys. We did pretty good for having a lot of new people. Good job, those guys that came and helped. Congrats on your gear. Kill this fucker.
It drops to silver. OP.
Yo, dude, he threw up that.
Wraithblade does
fucking
look pretty damn cool,
fade
though.
shot cripple on me before he passed.
That's pretty badass looking.
The demonic figurine, which you can purchase for 55 silver, give you 2 silver. It's broke.
Alright, but I don't need anything
I wasn't
else.
seeing the debuff up this time. Did they potentially fix it?
Alright!
Up there.
Alright. That's actually pretty good loot right there.
It's a high priority debuff.
And the last
That was
song of the
a
night, you
huge
got
one.
Lady Gaga taking you out here.
As if he was one of them.
We got one before server end.
Alright, so the next raid is going to be
Hey man.
Friday. Let's see what the damage was. Oh god! 10 gold. Fuck. That's
I
a
have
lot.
bad news.
That's a lot. That's a lot of deaths.
Give me more. Bad news.
It means that
All right.
Pepe doesn't think he's good.
That's gonna do it for the stream. Next raid is gonna be Friday. It's gonna be Molten Core, using the power of positive thinking. We're gonna get a binding. We're gonna get Thunder Fury on Friday. We're gonna complete a Thunder Fury on Friday.
So
Then on Sunday we're gonna do AQ40, where the badge of the Swarm Guard is gonna drop. I'm gonna win it. Then we're also gonna get Mark of Cthulhu to drop, and I'm gonna somehow win that as well. Then on Monday, we're going to kill 4 horsemen, Saffron and Kel'Thuzad, and on Kel'Thuzad, we're going to get a double Gressel, one of which will go to Cathario, and the other one will go to me. That's the power of positive thinking. That's what we're gonna do. That is the plan. So, tune in next time. Until then, like, subscribe, tell your friends, check out the Discord. Let me get a Discord link for you. Never expire, no limit.
Okay, so did people complete Echoes
Generate
of War?
copy.
A couple people.
Join the Discord. You can ask me questions there. You can put your hottest
Okay,
memes in
add
the
one bit too.
mematorium. If you have any metal requests or whatever, you can put that in the metal channel. Requests, recommendations, whatever. Put those in the metal channel. And yeah.
Okay.
Make sure to hit
Got
that
everything
follow
fucking
and or
doing right
subscribe
now.
button, whatever. And hit the bell so that you get the notifications for when I go live. Because occasionally some stuff happens in between scheduled raids. Like there might be a ZG tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to that or if I'm doing something else.
I need to reload.
But if you haven't subscribed, then you'll know.
Just send some shit to my bank.
All right. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you
How
next
many
time.
pieces did
Cheers.
you get left?